You weren't born to just occupy space. You were born to create it, to shape it, to leave permanent marks on this world that outlast your heartbeat. This isn't about motivation or temporary success. It's about construction. The slow, deliberate, relentless act of building something that stands when you're gone. Most people live as consumers. They take, they use, they move on. Builders, they're different. They leave every place better than they found it. They don't just pass through life, they alter its landscape. And this mentality, it's not something you're born with. It's something you choose every single day, brick by brick. Every lasting structure begins with foundations first, the unseen work that makes everything else possible. Great builders understand what most miss. The real work happens underground. While everyone else is rushing to put up walls, the true builder digs deeper footings. The world celebrates overnight sensations, but ignores the decade of preparation that made them possible. Instagram feeds show finished products, but never the 1,000 failed prototypes. Builders embrace this hidden phase. They find joy in the uncelebrated labor because they know what's beneath the surface determines what stands the test of time. In a world obsessed with viral moments and rapid growth, builders operate by a different code, quality over speed, the art of patient construction. Anything worth creating takes longer than you want. The temptation to cut corners will always be there. The pressure to rush will never disappear. But the real difference? Builders would rather finish last with something permanent than finish first with something flimsy. They understand that true craftsmanship can't be hurried, that integrity isn't negotiable, that every shortcut taken today becomes a structural weakness tomorrow. What truly sets builders apart is the builder's daily grind, showing up when no one's watching. Motivation is for amateurs. Discipline is the builder's engine. There will be many days when you don't feel like putting in the work, when progress seems invisible, when no one notices or cares. But while others wait for inspiration, builders are laying bricks. While they complain about conditions, you're adapting and building anyway. In a world of erratic effort, your consistency becomes your greatest advantage. Builders also understand that problem-solving is a way of life. Construction sites are full of unexpected challenges, missing materials, flawed plans, weather delays. Builders don't waste energy complaining. They find solutions. They see setbacks as setups for comebacks. Challenges become chances to innovate. Where others see dead ends, builders see design opportunities. Your ability to solve problems will define the height and durability of what you build. No significant structure is ever built alone, and that's why building teams that last becomes a key principle. The best builders know their legacy isn't just what they create, but who they elevate. They invest in people, share their knowledge, foster environments where others can grow. This multiplier effect means the structures you build together far exceed what you could ever create alone. Your team becomes your most valuable construction material. Part of being a great builder also means mastering the art of renovation and reinvention. Builders don't cling to outdated designs out of pride. They're willing to tear down and rebuild, to demolish what no longer serves and create space for what's needed next. It takes courage to start over, but builders prioritize structural integrity over ego. Sometimes the strongest move is controlled demolition. Eventually, every builder must consider the architecture of legacy. What will remain when you're gone? Not just physical buildings, but the lives changed, the values set, the examples left behind. This is where building transcends construction and becomes contribution, where the mindset shifts from "what can I get" to "what can I give?" Your blueprints start including space for others to grow, long after you're no longer around. But every great structure gets tested, and that's where weathering the storms comes in. Winds will come, rain will fall, the earth will shake. But builders don't panic when storms hit. They prepare for them. They reinforce weak points. They design for resilience. The real test isn't how things look in perfect conditions, but how they hold up when everything is trying to knock them down. Builders embrace these moments because storms reveal where strengthening is needed most. At the center of it all is the builder's compass, integrity as foundation. In a world full of shortcuts and imitations, integrity becomes the most valuable tool in your kit. It's the plumb line that keeps everything straight, the level that ensures balance, the material that never wears out. Builders understand that cutting ethical corners leads to collapse, that true craftsmanship demands moral strength as much as physical skill. That reputation, once damaged, is the hardest thing to rebuild. Finally, there's one last principle, the most generous of all: passing the tools forward. True builders don't hoard knowledge, they share it, they mentor, they leave their tools within reach for the next builder. This is how building traditions continue, how wisdom compounds, how the world advances. Because the greatest structures are the ones that keep growing even after the builder has stepped away. And if you ever wonder what it means to live like a builder, remember this: you build when inspired, and when you're not. You measure progress in layers, not in leaps. You solve problems instead of complaining about them. You value quality over quick results. You leave every site better than you found it. You prepare structures to outlast you. You share knowledge freely. You adapt when the design needs changing. You stand behind your work. And above all, you build for those who will come after you. This isn't about construction, it's about contribution. Not about what you take from the world, but what you leave in it. The builder's mindset transforms you from consumer to creator, from passerby to permanent force. The materials are waiting, the plans are evolving, and the world needs what only you can build. So now, pick up your tools and get to work. Not for applause, not for credit, but because building is what you were made to do.